I want to welcome you on board. Good afternoon. Live, right, and direct here in the United Kingdom. Regarding my trip to the Holy Land, the trip to the Holy Land, The whole idea is that I want to update you on my trip to the Holy Land. This is not my room, so apology towards that. Yes, this is not my room. The owner of this desk has gone home, so I have the privilege to use this desk. You can see there is a different arena entirely. It's not my office, it's someone else's office. It's not my room. It's my staff, one of my staff desk. But she's gone for the day. It is nice to see you guys on board there. And let me look from here because the distance is a bit huge, Thank you, Amina Johnson. Yes, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for coming on board to come and see me. Yes, I'm so tired, to be honest with you, but I have promised to come on board this evening to come and chat with you, and that's why I remain in the office till this time, so I can have time to chat with you before I go into my home. I do not have copyright to the music singing, but that is Chief Ebenezer Obey, and I love Chief Ebenezer Obey dearly, so I can't do without playing his music. I have to be honest with you. I can't do without playing his music. My trip to Israel, exciting and interesting one, and a lesson to the core that I have learned and take on board. A lesson that I Among which we travel from Tel Aviv, from Tel Aviv. We travel from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, where we put up for days. We moved to Bethlehem in our movements, and then we travel to Jericho, and then we move again to Egypt for about 3 nights. Among the 3 nights is when we ascend Mount Sinai. Mount Sinai is Moses' mountain, about 1,850 meters high. About 1,850 meters high from down, And the journey from the hotel we were staying in Egypt to the mountain is about 2-3 hours drive again. From the same Egypt, within the same Egypt. So you can imagine how big the country is, Egypt. You will agree with me that Cairo is the largest city. Before Ibadan became Ibadan is the second largest. Cairo is the largest city, so it's part of Egypt. The point here is that I wasn't expecting to go to Holy Land, but it was God's grace that gave me the opportunity. And I asked for a number from somebody reliable among my fans, and she gave the number to me. And I called the person in charge, and they arrange it within 2 days, and I make payments, cash down within 2 days, and I travel with them. I have my own separate room because of nature of my job. It's so impossible to share a room with anyone, because when I want to talk to clients or discuss sensitive matter, I cannot share rooms. Besides, I am the only one that's not belonging to them. All of them are within the same denomination, Kerubu and Seraphu in London, and Celestia in London, among them. But what I want you to realize in that journey, what I take from that journey is that I realize that a majority of them went to that holy land, but they were full of backbiting, gossip, hatred, jealous, so many things you can think of. And that's the reason why I want you to know today that if somebody tell you that they are JP and they've gone to Jerusalem 7 times, 8 times, the question you will be asking them is that what did they get from it? What is their achievement? They should be able to explain to you what did they learn from it. If they are unable to tell you what they have learned from it, then they only went there to waste their time. Let me tell you, a lot of people go there to go and buy time. I'm not joking. A lot of people go there to go and buy time. So when they come back and say they are JP, I do not 100% agree with them. My going this time around has opened my eyes. It opened my eyes and enables me to see exactly what is happening among Nigerians in the diaspora. Let me tell you the fact of life. Thank you, Makosko Yinka. How is my Olori doing? Eniola Kande. The point here is that not all of them love each other as they proclaim. Nigerians, is the question I want to ask us today is that why are we full of jealous, hatred, backbiting? Why don't we love our neighbors the way we love ourselves? Why do we hate somebody that we don't know? Or why do we jealous someone that we don't have knowledge about, or we have not even have contact with? You see, my trip to Holy Land, in fact, has taught me lesson in life. And another thing I want you to understand is that it is not all those who call God love God. The Bible reminds us and says that not all those who call me God do what pleases my mind. And it is so impossible to please God. If you are not faithful, you are not a faithful person. You are only wasting your time. The Jerusalem, the Bethlehem, the Israel, the Holy Land travel that I did, I actually picked up a lot of things during that journey. And I noticed that some people are just born to be an envious person, that they love to envy you without even knowing you. Or they might even know who you are, and jealous you because of that. But you have not got contact with that person. You don't have anything in common. But I realize that ẹni tó ń bá ẹ fẹ́ yín, ó ti pa ẹ́ lẹ́yìn kó tó déwájú kó tó máa bá ẹ rẹ́rìn-ín. That is what the most Nigerians that went on that trip went to go and do. Majority of them tó lọ sí trip yẹn, gossip báyìí ni, gossip. And this is my first time I will say that I have traveled in group with Nigerians in the diaspora. I have never traveled in group with Nigerians in the diaspora in my lifetime. This is the first time. I see myself among them as bọ̀tá. Nǹkan tí mo ríra mi sí nìyẹn o. Mo rí ara mi gẹ́gẹ́ bí bọ̀tá láàrin àwọn Nigerian tó lọ sí ìrìn àjò tá a lọ yìí. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti máa ń lọ tipẹ́ 6 times 7 times. Ẹlòmíràn ní ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì òun ní ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹfà òun lélẹ̀. Who cares how many times you have gone or you've been to Holy Land? The question is, do you practice what Jesus Christ asked us to practice? The humility. Do you love each other according to the 10 commandments in Exodus chapter 20? Do you love each other? The answer I have is that they do not love each other. You know, they do not love each other. They are full of backbiting. You know, they're full of backbiting, and what I can see is that wọ́n ti pa ẹni yẹn lọ sójú ayé ẹ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ déwájú ẹ̀, wọ́n dẹ̀ máa bá rẹ́rìn-ín. And you see the kind of personality I have, the kind of character I am, and the way I was brought up. I have a free mind. I have a plain heart. I do not believe it is necessary to destroy people's character behind their back. Listen, if I want to talk to you in your presence, I will say it lójúkòròjú báyìí ni kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣe. Kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe because Ọlọ́run ò lè fún ẹ lágbára lórí mi because Ọlọ́run tá à ń sìn, Ọlọ́run tó lótìtọ́ ni tó bá téèyàn bá ń sòótọ́ kò ní fún ẹ ní àṣẹ sí ìrìn àjò yẹn. Now, the point here that I realize is that a lot of people, they went, and listen again, another thing I want you to take away with it is that it is true that they went there, Celestial and Kerubu, ló lọ fún ìrìn àjò yẹn. But let me tell you, they are both white garments. Wọn ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn rárá. So when you say that a white man discriminates against you, don't blame them because ẹ̀yin fúnra yín gan ẹ̀ ń discriminate against each other. Celestial discriminates against Cherubim. Cherubim discriminates against Celestial. They gossip, they backbite, they don't love each other. Of what use? What is the point of calling yourself a Christian? You see, in Jerusalem, I saw it korokoro with my eyes. There is mosque and there is church and there is a sanctuary. Celestial and Cherubim, they travel together. But let me tell you, they were giggling, they were complaining. When the Celestials are leading the service, the Cherubim are complaining and full of complaint. When they asked the Cherubim to sing songs, they could not organize themselves properly and sing a cohesive song to make sense. Because obìnrin ló lead the Cherubim. So as a result of that, kò sí ọkùnrin tó máa guide wọn, tó máa put wọn through. Wọ́n kàn ṣe bárabàrà ni, bárabàrà wọn sínú ẹ̀mí. Ìyẹn lọ bá yẹn. Another one, mo tún fẹ́ dá yín sí ni wípé because you don't belong to them, you are somebody strange, you don't go to the same church with them, you go to a different church entirely, you are different. You know what they do? Wọ́n dán agbára Ọlọ́run wò lára èèyàn. Àwọn kinní wọ̀nyí, wọ́n dẹ̀ pera wọn ní White Garment Church. They are testing the power of God in you. Some of them will put their hand on you like this. Láti wo agbára ẹ̀bùn ẹ̀mí mọ́tò ní, láti wo bí àwọn lè block ẹ̀. Tó bá rí pé o lè rí àṣírí agbára àwọn, agbára òkùnkùn tí wọ́n ń lò, wọ́n á block dreams ẹ̀. They will block your dreams and they come to Holy Land. I have said it that I'm going to say my mind. I have promised them that lílọ tí mò ń lọ sí London, mo máa gbé jáde. Nítorí pé tí Ọlọ́run bá ka ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ sí wa lára, believe me, kò ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wá sàmì ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ni ò ní sí láyé mọ́. Àwọn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kan wà tó yẹ pé ó ti wà so obvious jù. Èyàn ṣe máa wá sí ilẹ̀ ìlérí. How can you come to a clean land, holy land, and yet you still have another power, another God that you believe in? In fact, àwọn kan tẹ̀ wá síbẹ̀ wá wo kò tọ́lọ́run fẹ́ ṣe ni àwọn kan wá síbẹ̀ wá dán agbára Ọlọ́run wò ni. Let me tell you another story. Tí wòlíì kan bá ń jíṣẹ́, I understand tó jẹ́ pé bóyá ìyàwó olùṣọ́ ọbẹ̀ ni àbí ìyàwó kìnìún tó jẹ́ wòlíì, ó ti máa ta nǹkan sétí àmùrè ẹ̀, kò ní gbà kí wòlíì mi jíṣẹ́ kó má bàa rí àṣírí agbára rẹ̀. Meanwhile, wòlíì Báálì dẹ̀ ni. You know what they call wòlíì Báálì? Ó yẹ kó ti yé eyín sí yẹn. You see, I saw it. In fact, traveling on this in this journey with them, it makes me so happy. Wípé mo rí kòrókòró ni, kò jẹ́ pé bí àwọn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń sọ fún mi pé ó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ mi báyìí, nǹkan báyìí máa ní latest o. No, wọn ò sọ fún mi. You know, wọn ò sọ fún mi, mo rí ni. Kò sí nǹkan tí ó mọ̀ ń ṣe láàrin wọn. They complain, they giggle, they gossip, they envy, they hate, and they claim to come to Holy Land. Majority of them will say, oh, this is my 6th time, 7th time. Kí ló kàn mí pẹ̀lú 6th time eh? The point is that kí ni wọ́n achieve ọkàn mélòó ló jèrè nínú ìrìn àjò yẹn. How many people have you win their souls? That's the point. How many souls have you win? That's the point. You know, how many ọkàn ló ti jèrè ẹ̀? Àwọn èèyàn kan gbéra. They just come from nowhere. And as a result of that, it makes life so unbearable. You know, you look like a how do I say it? You look like I'm going to block you, Guava, if you are not careful. You have to follow me on, otherwise I'll block you. It doesn't take me that much to block anybody on my line. This is my personal line, my page, and I can say anything I like. Do you understand what I'm saying, Jare? You know, the question is that they travel and they claim that they are coming to Holy Land. Fair enough. Wọ́n mẹ́rí. And the funniest thing is that ẹni rí nǹkan he tó fẹ́ kú pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. No, how can you fear white man when themselves they don't love each other? Yes, Nigeria does not love each other. They are full of hatred, gossip, and backbiting. You see, another funniest thing is that there is this lady that doesn't even know me from Adam. Only if she will know me by my name or my popularity on my platform here. And somebody told me that 90% of them know me, that they know who you are. They are just pretending. I didn't go there to go and make friends. Believe me, I went there for a purpose because there's an agreement between me and God. So I went there for a purpose. But the funniest thing is that this lady call herself bóyá ìyàwó alàgbà ló pè rẹ̀ o àbí ìyàwó whatever tó pè rẹ̀ o. Ó kàn dédé ń bá mi ṣorogún ni. I don't know her from Adam, and she just decided to behave somehow. See me dressing, see me doing my stuff, see me minding my business. She's not happy. She just envy for no reason. And now I query about her. I say, ẹ gbà mí, kí ló dé o? Who is this person? Wọ́n lẹ́ni tó rí nǹkan he tó fẹ́ kú pẹ̀lú ẹni. That means somebody who found something on the floor that want to die with it. What about the person that lost the thing on the floor? Find somebody else's husband and you want to die with it. What do you want the owner of the husband to do? The husband is not even yours from the beginning. It was somebody else's husband. This idiot woman, she just take me as her enemy from nowhere, and I oppress her because it's the Holy Land. So I dress the way I feel like, the way that makes me happy. I chat with people that makes me happy. I move with people that makes me happy. People now say to me that, watch her on. When it's 2 days to finish the program, she's coming to make friends with you by force. Don't mind her. Don't even look at her. That every year, that's the way she do things. That's the way she gang up against people. That's the way she cause trouble. She complain about everything. Her husband's supposed to be the person organizing the program, taking people on trip. Instead of her to be helping her husband to do the things together, or her man friend, I should say rather. Instead of that, what she's full of doing is that she's complaining about everybody there. She's fighting everybody. She's so sad. She's miserable. She's not happy. And let me tell you one thing. She put 4 corners on. Only I can deliver message. Nobody else can deliver message there throughout the 10 days. Those who deliver messages the first 2-3 days, she stopped them with her power. And none of them deliver message till the day we left. She's the only one that deliver messages until we left. You understand? Because she doesn't want anybody to compete with her. Tell me, my brothers and sisters in the Lord, is that how religion should be? Is that how we should worship God? Is that what we go to Holy Land to do? In fact, if I had not gone with them this time around, I would have regret not going. But the Spirit of the Lord says that I want to show you things. Come on this journey. I was contemplating of not going, but the Lord says that come. I want to open your eyes to things. I want to expose you to things that you do not know. And I saw things there myself. I will not lie to you. Both spiritually, physically, emotionally, and whatever you want to call it wisely. I saw things clearly, and I know God is not man. God proved himself is not man. He will be with me. He will protect me. He will guide me. But let me tell you, that journey, I faced trial and tribulation. I was inquiring about that particular lady. Ó pè rẹ̀ ní ìyàwó òlì ló pè rẹ̀. Ṣó ti yé yín? Ó ń wọ igun mẹ́rin sọ́rùn. Inú ẹ̀ dúdú ju tèṣù lọ. Ó dẹ̀ ní agídí. Ọlọ́run ló mẹ́ni tó ń bá jà. I don't know who she was fighting with. She insisted. Òun ò ní kí ẹni yẹn. Òun ò ní bá sọ̀rọ̀. Òun ò ní gbà. Òun ṣe kinní kan. I overheard that. She said, fashion ló wá ṣe ń bí báyìí. Oge ló wá ṣe, and she's just jealous of people. She's jealous. She's not yes, my dear, share it, man. Share it. Why can't you share it? Let people understand when they are coming to Holy Land. They should have clean hearts. And when they are going on that kind of trip, if you have not traveled before with the Nigerian group, you need to prepare your mind for the worst scenario. If you are going to travel in that situation, you got to prepare yourself for the worst scenario. And it will be better for you to take a friend with you, so that anytime the mama share mind in the end, till only if you join group one carelessly, and you will not, so that you will not join their group carelessly, and you will not say things that you're not supposed to say. Because let me tell you, ayekpe meji. That journey makes me realize that ayekpe meji, this life we are living on is two, it's not one. And people are the people that makes it twice, because they are so gullible. Nigerians are so gullible and full of enviness. And why? Why? That is the question I'm asking. Why is Nigeria doing that to each other? Why are they so gullible, full of enviness, jealousy? Why? Gossiping, biting. You see, things that you cannot create and you don't have power over, you release your hand from it, you don't touch it, because you can wrought anger of God on you without knowing it. Unknowingly, you can put anger of God on you. Ayekpe egba, Oshedare Lina Gansalo. Yes. Ayekpe egba. People are so gullible. They hate each other. Celestial and cherubim. They don't like each other. Don't let anybody deceive you. Even though both of them wear white garments, they are fighting on superiority inside them, but they don't want to show it. You know, they are so gullible to the extent that you can tell straight away that these people, you know, these people, yeah, I have to, my dear. Who is this sharing, putting me on thing? You understand? They don't like each other, and they pretend. And the funniest thing is that people come and test God in you. Why would you come to Holy Land and come and test God? The God that answered Elijah by fire, you forget about him. The God that took Israelites from the hands of Egyptians, Pharaoh, to the promised land, you forget about him. Out of the stubbornness of what is it called? Elizabeth's husband, Zachariah, he was muted. When people think there is no God, God will punish them. He knows how to punish people in his own time. Who am I to say that this is the way God should do his things? But I'm telling you that the journey that I went, I experienced a lot. That is that one side. For those who want to do that kind of trip in future, put it at the back of your mind. Either you have somebody that you will be talking, you'll be sharing experience with when you are going, or you go there and you mind your business. If not, some of them that go there all the time, they go there to go and add problem to other people's problem. I can tell you vividly. I have evidence. I have evidence. The lady that I'm talking to you about, she does not know me from Adam, does not know so many people from Adam, but she created war. But her husband is the person that put the group together. If it is her husband, according to information, so but that's not the point. The point is that it is not fair. It's actually not fair at all. So when you are going into that, when you want to go into that kind of trip, you should be prepared and be alert to know exactly what to do. I'm not asking you a question on that. Anyway, so the point is that that area, you should be wary of it. Because when we got there, you should see how peaceful the Catholicism, the Anglicans were. They were peaceful. Everybody were praying. They were doing their things peacefully. There was no giggling, no biting, nothing whatsoever. But this one, it was a lesson to the core. And I want other people to learn from it, you know. Because if other people cannot learn from it, they're going to make the same mistake. They're going to fall foul. And that's that. Now, about the spiritual aspect of it. The spiritual aspect of it that I want to share with you is that we visited places like where Jesus Christ showed great humility. When his mother called him to come and turn water to wine, with great humility, Jesus responded to his mom and said, "My time has not come, mother." But the Lord hears that statement and said, "It is okay." He should proceed with the turning of the water into wine. So he asked his disciples to put the jar together. We visited that place. Jesus turned water, it is true. We also went on Galilee, where Jesus Christ walked on the Sea of Galilee. He walked on water on the Sea of Galilee. We were in the boat in that place. Exactly, Jerry. Exactly, Ifeanyi. Don't mind the so-called Maria. She doesn't understand. You know. So we saw where Jesus Christ walked on water, and it's so obvious the miracle is there. He said the moment you step on the Holy Land, if you are in spirit, you will feel it differently. How much more when you are far away? You know, when you are there, it's a different ball game entirely. We visited places like that. We visited where Jesus Christ, Lazarus' tomb. We saw it. It wasn't a joke. It was real. We saw it. Red Sea. You will remember Red Sea, where Pharaoh takes, where Israelites, Moses uses a staff to divide sea and take the Israelites through, and then the Egyptians perish. That's why it's red. It was the blood inside the Red Sea that makes them call it Red Sea. The blood that split in the sea makes them call it Red Sea. It was a salty sea, but it wasn't as salty as no. We are in Egypt. The salty sea is in Egypt. No, trust me, it's in Egypt. We didn't go to Lebanon. It's in Egypt. There probably be another one, even River Jordan, you know. So we also visit that one as well. And then the Red Sea, that's where we stay that's the hotel we stay in Egypt, you know, the Red Sea. But the what is it called? The Dead Sea, that one was on that Dead Sea was on Jerusalem soil. But that is more salty and oily for those who love to do spa. So they went inside it. But spiritually, I was not convinced enough, so I didn't go inside it. I didn't swim inside because it's very dangerous and delicate. If the water goes into your eyes, it can burst it out. How salty and how dangerous it is, because it's really soft and it's maximum salt, not minimum. So I didn't go inside it other than putting my legs inside it and putting my hands and just wash my legs, my arms, as if I want to pray, and my legs, you know, but I didn't sleep inside it, because if you make mistake, you sleep or you turn wrongly and it goes into your eyes, it will cause you some problem. Some damage can happen into the eyes. So I intentionally not swim inside it. But it's very oily and very nice. You see, Red Sea, it's a water that you can command and tell and ask for things to happen, and it will happen if you have faith. And that's Red Sea. So I saw it. Yes, I went into it, and I really. Amen, Lina. Yes, amen. The only places is so good if you can concentrate. We climbed on Jericho. We went to Jericho wall. We climbed on it. We went up to to the end of Jericho. That was a lot of climbing as well. So we ascend. We were told not to say we climb, we ascend. So when we were ascending, it was quite long, quite a high meters as well, but not as high as Mount Sinai. When we completed the climbing of Jericho wall, there is this old man there. We've been told that we will meet an old man there. That old man was 100 years old. He will pray for you, give you cross, and bless you. You know what the old man asks us at the end of the day? Do we have aboniki? The old man lives inside that Jericho, on that mountain, in that wall. That's where he lives. So he asks us, do we have aboniki? Because there's no way we can climb down. It's too long. Jericho wall, again, is a mountain. It's a stairs that is so high. And I can tell you vividly, there is no way that old man can come down from it. So it's real. It's real. So we met the 100 years old man there. We kneel before him. He blesses us and gave us, every one of us, a blessed cross. And then we bless him back in return with $1. Everybody bless him back in dollars. We bless him back. And then he asked for a boniki. I asked him to lay his hand on my head, generally anyway. So I put his hand onto my head. And he prayed for me separately. And he blessed me with his hand. Because I took his hand and I laid it on my head. Because it's so obvious that this man is blessed. He lives there. He lives inside that place. Can't come down. And he doesn't look 100 years. He sat down. He can talk. He can do everything. The power of the Lord was with him. And you can feel it. We also visited this well water called Mara water, where a bitter water that was turned to sweetener. They call it Old City. That water was also visited as well, and we saw it vividly. I will not lie to you. We experienced the power of God at that place as well. Again, it is God's doing. Again, it is God's doing. That water, I want to look at some of the pictures we saw there to remind me. We saw that water called Mara's water. We visited Lazarus' tomb. We went to Jesus Christ's tomb. We also visit Mary's. The Catholic do not believe Mary died and buried. They believe Mary returned back to Father in heaven. The reason why Catholics believe that is because having sex they think is a sin. So they believe Mary did not have sex. So as a result of that, the way the talk God explained to us is that he ascended back to the Father. She ascended to the Father in heaven. There was no tomb for Mary. There was no tomb for Mary. We visit Elisha, when Samuel was growing. Samuel grew with Elisha. And when the time comes, Anna at Shiloh, Anna took him back to God as she has promised that if you give me a son, a child, as soon as I win him, I'll bring him back to you to grow in your eyes, in your sight. She took Samuel back. So Samuel grew up with what is it called? With Elisha. Elisha was his guidance. You could remember that in the Bible as well. There's so much, And we also saw where we saw the Elijah at the mountain, and we saw his statue, and we saw the same mountain where God answered Elijah by fire. When Elijah said that there should be no rain for 3 years, Elijah commanded and said, there was no rain. God answers Elijah by fire. But remember, before that, Elijah was without food, and Elijah was being fed by God by asking the bird. We also saw the bird that take food to Elijah in the bush where Elijah is staying, to listen, to hear the word of God, to hear the voice of God. These things are real, my dears. They are real. We also saw those ones. So many things that we saw there. There's so much things. So many. Lazarus' tomb, Jesus Christ. We carry cross with Jesus Christ. We pass through stations, where Jesus Christ, the station Jesus Christ passed through, each of them, 10th gate, before he was taken inside, and it was finished. I wouldn't say more than that in that aspect. We also carry that same cross, just to make sure that we experience what Jesus Christ experienced, even though it was 4 of us carrying one cross at the same time. But bear it in mind, it was only Jesus that carried it at his time, you know. So we visited that place as well, you know. We visited that place as well. There's so many things that we saw that I cannot remember on top of my head, you know. We were given a lot of lecture that we actually enjoyed ourselves in understanding vividly the biblical part of what we always read in the Bible. We saw it physically. We also went to Wailing Wall. Wailing Wall is the place where Abraham took his son Isaac for sacrifice. Before God now says, no, there is a lamb next to Abraham to use that lamb instead of Isaac. Wailing Wall is now a place where you will write your request, prayer request, and you will fix it in the wall there, and it will automatically be answered. Wailing Wall is a blessed wall that everybody goes to go and pray and put their request in there. We went there. And we visited so many tombs, you know. And we also saw physically where God is showing himself that he's a powerful God. You know, when you are in spirit, we experienced the movement of Jesus Christ when we got to the place where he was buried. You know, there was a sign, there was a footstep, and there was traces of blood. But you got to be in spirit to see that blood. Not many people managed to see it and saw the blood was there and the footstep. In fact, a mate of ours, one of our mates saw it clearly. Our camera picked it up. You know, the footstep, the shoe, the blood, and the 7 places where the blood came out from. It was, the sign was there. And when you experience it, your body will move, your head will become bigger. And that means Jesus Christ's movement was there at that time. He moves, you know, he moves. You know, so yes, we went through a lot of things, you know. We went through a lot of things. Lot of things we saw. Lot of things, you know. Lot of things. The wall of Jericho is real. They built the wall around Jericho. It was real, you know, the wall of Jericho. And you can see there's this person now. There's this Israelite guy talking. You know, look at him saying stuff here.
Israel is a little bit rude. Israelis, they are rude, but we're fine. We're good people with warm hearts.
That's a Jewish guy saying that Israeli people.
You just heard him saying that Israel people, they are good. They have one heart. He said they can be very rude, but don't worry about that. Every country has rude people in their country. I don't know why I love Israelites. Because I think they are favored by God.
That's an Israelite. That's an Israelite. It's an Israelite guy that came on to me and talked onto my video to say that Israel are good people. Don't worry about them. They are okay. They are blessed, but they are very rude. Don't mind them. He too is an Israelite. You know, he said it. He too is also an Israelite. You know, we went to so many places, so many places. You know, and with those 2 guys, we met them there as well. That's the wall of Elijah wall where God answered him by fire. That is the mountain. That is the hill. That is where that guy said that statement on my video. You know, and there was so many things to capture. You know, Jesus Christ, Mary. Don't forget Mary. In actual fact, if Zachariah was humble and being somebody who believed, Jesus Christ was supposed to be born through them. But because of his arrogance and unbelieving mind, he lost that opportunity and God punished him. He was muted until John the Baptist was born. John the Baptist and Jesus Christ, they were cousins because Mary and Elizabeth were cousins. When Mary was pregnant, 6 months, everything was 6 in that particular area. If you look at it, it was the 6th month of the year that the angel Gabriel visited Mary about the pregnancy. 6th month of the year again, this was also visited Elizabeth. But Elizabeth is supposed to be the one that's supposed to give birth to Jesus Christ. But because Zechariah did not believe, they did not believe in angel Gabriel that the child is going to be born by miracle. And as a result of that, God was really, really perplexed with him. So God muted him. He could not hear until John was born. And when they asked him to come and name his son, he wrote it in the paper. The day he wrote John's name on the paper to give to them that's the name he wanted to name his son, that was the day he was able to speak again. He was punished for his disobedience. You know. A lot of things happen. And another thing I want you to be aware of is that Abraham's tomb, Abraham, Sarah, and others' tomb, many of them's tomb were guarded. Till today, as I am speaking, is guarded by the Palestinians with full gun. If you see some of the pictures I put on my wall, that's the Palestinian soldiers, and they are guiding it full, you know, because that tomb were guarded by the Muslim. Because when we were going in, they have to cover those who wear, some of us that wear trousers like me. I was wearing my jeans. So they cover me with my head with clothes. They have separate clothes to cover you before you go into the building to go and see the tomb. And Abraham is called Ibrahim. Ibrahim. That's the name of Abraham. His tomb was properly guarded. And also the Jacob's well. Jacob's well where he met Rebecca. Where Thank you. You know, Jacob's well, where he met Rebecca, is fully guarded by Palestinians as well. It's on Palestinian soil. Jacob's well, where he met Rebecca. Remember that he married two sisters, Rachel and Rebecca. Rebecca is the mother of, what is it called? Mother of Joseph. That same point where Rebecca was fetching water when Jacob went to her. We went to that well to go and take water to drink and to take home. You know, that place is fully guarded by Palestinians. And when you travel to the soil from Israel to Palestine to go and see what is happening, to go to those wells, you will know that God favored Isaac than Ishmael. Don't forget that Ishmael is also the son of Abraham. But the point here is that God favored one better than the other. And as a result of that, Israelites, anything they do, they receive favor. God even says it that anybody that curses them, he will curse them as well. The way God loves them. If God hadn't been that they're not loved by God, they will have been wretched and be without anything, because the land is so dry. It's a desert. But the point is that the numbers of olive trees that grew in that place and the mineral resources, you will not believe it. You will not believe the amount of mineral resources they have on Israeli soil, because they were favored. Anything they do, they receive blessing of God on it. And they were properly cultured, you know, the Israelites. The wall of Jericho is manned by four religions. The wall of Jericho is manned by four religions: Armenia, Muslim, Christian, and Jewish. Manned by four different religions: Armenia, Jewish, Christian, and Muslim. Four. And that's the place where Jesus Christ carried the cross through. It was inside. The mosque is there and the church is also there. And the Armenians and the Jewish are there in the sanctuary. You know. You see, it's amazing. It's amazing when you look at the way things are put together in the Bible, and you can read it back again and assimilate. You will see it in real life there. A lot of people do not believe, but there is one video that I sent out there. The sculpture of Lot's wife is still around. And don't forget the land of Sodom and Gomorrah, that they were destroyed with anger and they turned to salt. That salt is still there today, the sign of salt. All those places will never grow anything. That land supposed to be for Egyptians, but the Israelis have claimed it as their own. Lot's wife she's not supposed to look back when they were moving. You know, she looked back and she turned to salt. That statue is still there, and you will see her hair, how long it is that they left it there. But you got to really be in spirit carefully to be able to picture it and see that that's a lady and that's a long hair at the back. But the tall guard, is a Jewish man. He said to us that is Lot's wife. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. That was her. And that's the spot, exactly place where that thing happened, on the land of Sodom and Gomorrah. So it was real. It wasn't fake. God is not man that anybody can deceive. Yes, the statue is still there and it didn't change. I have the video. I'll be sending some videos out again, because these things are real. They are real. They're not fake. When you saw Lazarus' tomb, it was real. Don't forget that Lazarus died 3 days before Jesus Christ realized, because Jesus Christ said that he's sleeping, he didn't die. He was already gone and buried. So the one that is gone and buried is what we know about. The death after when Jesus Christ, after the resurrection, the 3 days, we couldn't get that one. Nobody can show us. So we were not too sure what happened to his second death. But his first death before Jesus Christ rose him up, we couldn't. He's the one that we saw the tomb, Lazarus' tomb, Jesus Christ's tomb. There were so many tombs that we visited. Believe me. You see, that's the Elias sanctuary, Elias place, and it's real. Elias, to pray. We went into so many places, in so many places. And if you really want to enjoy it, the music for it will be Bola Are's music in the 80s that she sang, because Bola Are's music was real, Bola Are's music capture most of the places that we went to now. I want to look at Mama Bola Are's music. She reminds me of the places we went to now, because her music captured exactly most of the places that we went to as well. I want to see if I can pull it out. Don't worry about that. When God threatens you to do it, you will not know how much it costs you. That's where you live, Tara. I didn't know. I would have asked you to unite with me there. Tara Logan. So you live there. Oh my God. You live in the only land. Wow. Wow, Tara, that's very good, great. We saw some Nigerians that lived there anyway to come and say hello to us, yes. It was a nice one, to be honest. I won't lie to you. Apart from the attitude and behavior of people, you know. That's the only thing I know, so I'm sorry if I love God dearly. And when you love God, you have to do things to please God at all times. You remember that song that Brother sang in the 80s? Yes. We actually capture so many places. I have to be honest with you. We capture so many places. You can see those are the places. Gethsemane, Bethsaida. We visited so many places. Unless I look at my what is it called? My summary of things. By Gethsemane, you see the tree, olive tree. We also went to Cana and Galilee, where Jesus Christ turned water to wine, and we saw the traces of the angels, the legs, 3 of them. We went on Mount Sinai as well, where Moses received the 10 commandments. Yeah. The Pharisees and Sadducees were there. We went to River Jordan and we baptized again. We were baptized at River Jordan. Yes. Where the money was taken from the fish. Peter and Jesus Christ used to pay the dowry. Where Jesus Christ feeds his disciples with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. To feed thousands of people. We saw it as well. Where the death of Jerusalem's child, where it was risen. Where Jesus Christ walked on the sea. We saw it as well. We went to Lazarus' tomb at the same time. We also went to where Sarah was buried. We saw where Simon put Jesus Christ and put cross on Jesus Christ. We saw so many people. It was a nice experience, I will not lie to you. Do you want to talk about the different, the hostility between the Israeli and the Egyptians? Meanwhile, their borders to each other is just like this. You know, the borders is just like this distance. But the hostility was high. You know, they hate each other. They were so hostile to each other. Yes. Why not? Was there the two enemies? They don't love each other. The security was so tight. Even traveling to Turkey, from Turkey back to England, from Tel Aviv to Turkey, you have to open your suitcase. We didn't use padlock even throughout to come back to England. They asked us to remove our padlock, you know. We were told to remove the padlock on the suitcases. You know, they didn't allow us. You know, because they didn't trust each other. The Israelites did not trust the Egyptians. Egyptians did not trust the Israelites, and the Israelites did not trust the Turkish. Turkish did not trust the Israelites. The Turkish people at Istanbul, they asked us, "Where are you coming from? Why did you go to Israel? What did you go there to go and do?" The Egyptians will also ask questions as well. Why did you go there? Where are you coming from? And when we left Egypt, coming back to Israel, Israel asked us, the Israeli borders and everything, security checks. We went through more than, in fact, we spent almost 2 hours to go through all the security checks before we can even board into the aircraft to go to Istanbul from Israel. You know, we went through several checks from Tel Aviv. As soon as we reached Tel Aviv, going to boarding, we have to go through a lot of security checks. They don't care, they are not in a hurry. So you got to leave your hotel on time and have enough time to go through the checks. It took us almost 2 hours to complete the security checks. So when you are checked in England checks is nothing because it's the machine they rely on. Once you've landed at the United Kingdom borders here and you have British passport, you just go through the security thing. And even if it's Nigerian passport or indefinite leave to remain, we go through human being that will look at it and check the system, make sure it's due, and that's it. But with Israeli borders, I'm sorry, it's more than 5 places we have to go to, more than 8 places. You know, both machines and human are checking us throughout, including British passport. Even the British passport is even a bit better. The Nigerian passport with indefinite leave to remain, they have to go through a lot of checks. They have to call Cairo and find out about their visa, whether it's real. But British passport, they just saw the stamp there that they stamp us at the entry, and just possibly they asked some people, what did they come in to do? They didn't ask me anything because my place of birth was London in the first instance. So I wasn't picked up. And even I received some masses and praise. My luggage was overweight. They did not even check me. They did not even ask me anything. It's just going like that. That was the mercy of God I received. But believe me, the weather over there was very hot and very, very humid. You know, the security checks in Egypt was so tight that you did not have Wi-Fi in your hotel room. You have to come to the reception to come and use the Wi-Fi and you sit in the lounge there, sit with others and use it. You cannot take pictures in the streets of Egypt. At the borders, the securities, they were hidden places, and they can even tell from distance if you have taken pictures, and they will call for the phone. They will stop the vehicle and ask for the phone and check the pictures you have taken. And the Egyptians' border, the security was tight. Believe me. It's still real, my dear. Things from the Bible. Yeah. If you have a true mind to worship God, going to Holy Land It can improve it. It can convince you. It can make you understand Bible more. If you're a true worshiper, if you don't have a double mind towards God, if you worship God truthfully, it can make you have conviction to know that God is real. Yeah, it helps a lot. It calms things down in your life. It calms things down and increases your spirit of your spiritual power, your spirit or your mind of praying. It increases it. So yes, it can change a lot of things if you are really a good worshiper, a believer. Yeah, going to Holy Land can shape your life. It can change a lot of things. And there are different waters you can bring back to it yourself. Dead Sea, Red Sea, River Jordan, Jacob's Well, Mary's Well, so many water you can bring back. Mara's water from the old city in Elias, old city's water, where it turns bitter water to sweet water. You can bring it back and ask God, gbogbo tó korò nínú ayé ẹ̀ kó sọ di àdó padà. Nǹkan tí odò Mara wà fún nìyẹn. Bu odò Mara, take that well, that water, pray the way God turned that water to sweetness. Tell God to turn your life. Gbogbo tó korò tó bitter nínú ayé ẹ̀, nínú ayé àwọn ọmọ, nínú ayé ọkọ, nínú ayé ọ̀rẹ́, nínú ayé iṣẹ́ ẹ̀, gbogbo tó korò bẹ́ẹ̀, ask God to turn it to sweet. Because God is capable to turn things around. But yes, the music playing is Bola Are, Evangelist Bola Are, Mama Bola Are. Yeah, that was the music that she sang after when she came back from Holy Land, her first visit to Holy Land. That was her first visit to Holy Land then. And that was around 80s. That was late 80s. That was Bola Are in the late 80s. The Lion of Tribe of Judah. Kiniwa Judah, the music here. So it's just to update you and give you the feedback, both spiritually and emotional part of it. But God is not man. God does not share his glory with anyone. There is no point going there to have double mind. God is beautiful to understand. So I have gone and I will still go again when I have time. But I think I am grateful to God to giving me the opportunity to go. I did not plan it, believe me, it wasn't planned. I paid for the trip within 2 days or 3 days, and I packed my bags and I just take my husband's go ahead, and then I just went. I took his permission and I just go, because office was in a safe hand, so I went. But it was planned within 2-3 days. It wasn't that long planning at all. So we thank God for Johnny Mercy, both on the land and on the aircraft. Because our driver from Israel to Egypt was a bit rough on the coach driving. But we thank God we journeyed Mercy and it was successful. So there is no complaint. God is good. So brothers and sisters, I want to say Ekule, and I want to use this medium to pray for everybody. Àdúrà àwa máa gbà lórúkọ Jésù. God will answer our prayer. We will not labor in vain. I use my anointing on Holy Land to pray for all of you. Wherever you are experiencing pain in your body, in your life, in your work, God will ease off your pain with the anointing of oil on the Holy Land. With the blessing oil from the Holy Land, God will ease off your pain. Some people came to office today and asked me to pour them my holy blessing oil. Yes, I have a lot of blessing oil, so I bless some people that came that have appointment to see me. I didn't give to anybody, and I only give to clients that have appointment to rub their hand and put it in their head and bless themselves with it. That's what I bless them with. So may the Lord answer our prayer in times of trouble. May the God of Jacob, answer us in every ramification. May we never, labor in vain. May God continue to guide us, protect us, and protect our household. May the Lord give us the spiritual wisdom to be able to see at first sight. May the Lord take all our reproach away from us and create a new life in us. May He change us to a new person and give us the understanding to understand each other, human nature. Nobody is perfect, my brothers and sisters. But may the Lord continue to guide us and give us the understanding of each other. May the Lord take away every spirit of jealous, anger, hatred, backbiting away from us and give us a new life. Fresh anointing we are asking Him to give us. And may we continue to grow from strength to strength. In Jesus' name I pray. Bless you all. Bless you. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for coming on board. I'm going to be a bit busy, so we might see, possibly I will come online weekend or before weekend, but I'm going to be a bit busy with my files. I want to thank you. I want to appreciate all of you for your blessing all the time, for your love, for your support, for referring people to me, for trust you have on me and my work. I promise you I will not let you down. In this that I have even been that I have more anointing now, I can assure you that you're now dealing with a new person again, because the fresh anointing is clear. And I have forgiven everybody that have offended me with their mouth, with their tongue, with their attitude, with their behavior, with their rudeness. I have forgiven them from my heart, because I don't hold grudges against people. Everybody, everyone, single person, anyone that may have offended me in one way or another, but with their careless talk, rudeness, arrogance, I have forgiven them. Because if I don't forgive them, I will not have a way to move forward. I have forgiven everyone that have stepped from me with their tongue, their attitude, with their behavior, with their careless talk. I have forgiven them. And I pray that God will lay hand upon them, and they will have heart to change and express God in their life. Bless you all. Bless your household. Bless your work. I love you guys. Remain blessed. God is a forgiving God, so I have forgiven. Even to the lady that misbehaved at the journey, I forgive her in the end. I forgive. Because if you don't forgive, you will not have the mind to move forward. So I have forgiven everyone that have hurt my feelings one way or another. And if I have hurt your feelings one way or another, I ask your forgiveness as well. May the Lord forgive us and create a new life into us. May we continue to experience His presence in our home, life, business, and daily things that we do. In Jesus' name. Bless you guys. Until next time, I remain humble. Thank you for now. That was my return. That's the feedback from Jerusalem, from the Holy Land. Yes, that is the return and the feedback from the Holy Land, Jerusalem. Ìlú ti ọ̀run, níbi tí àwọn ènìyàn wà, àwọn ènìyàn mímọ́ ti lọ sùn. It's real. Bye for now, guys. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys.